And a lot of people said you were the best kicker in this draft. Just in your own opinion, what makes you the best kicker in this draft?
I think I'm the best kicker in the draft because I've been able to make big kicks in big situations. I've been put out for a lot of long field goals in tough situations, and I've still brought out good results in it, and I think that's what makes me the best.
Thank you, Matt. Let's go to Cam Justice.
Hey, Cade, congratulations. You talked about that pressure, and a lot of people say kicker is one of the most underappreciated positions, and you're going to be put in a lot of those spots where the game might be on the line. That pressure, though, how do you handle that? Not only as in that moment, but this is going to be your rookie year in the league.
I mean, the best thing I compare it to is I started as a freshman at LSU, and came in, and that was the national championship year. And yeah, it wasn't just learning curves for sure, and I'm going to have some of those. I'm going to have to grow and get better because I don't want to peak as a rookie. I want to peak 10 years down my career. So I think it's just living in the moment and knowing that, like, doing what you can to succeed, and then growing. When you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. It's just moving on, getting better.
Thank you, Cam. Let's go to Marla Ridenauer.
Yeah, welcome to Cleveland. Mary Kay asked you about him, but have you ever met Phil Dawson?
I have not met Phil Dawson.
And I'm just wondering, when did you decide you wanted to be a kicker? Were you little?
No, I was actually not. I grew up playing soccer for the most of my life, actually, until I was about 17. And when I was 17, actually, or maybe I was 16, it kind of flipped on me, and I ended up getting ranked pretty high as a kicker. And then in a matter of a few months, I was committed to LSU. So,
thanks, Marla. Ashley Bastock, go ahead.
Hey, Cade, congrats. I just wondered, I think when anyone thinks about your college career, the fog game is one of the first things that come up, I guess. How much did you get asked about that through this evaluation process in terms of how you can compete in some adverse weather there? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even really call that a weather problem. That's more a visual problem. But yeah, I did get asked questions about that game, like what I thought, like the biggest situation I've been in. And then I got asked about weather games too. But that one came up pretty often, just as that probably was my most prolific kick in college. So I was definitely asked about that multiple times. And then obviously Evan McPherson was the kicker on the other side of that game, and you're going to be in the same division as him now. I know you talked about him at the combine and the impact you kind of watched him have this year. I guess, do you think you can have a similar impact here in Cleveland that he had down in Cincinnati? I mean, I totally believe that myself. And I'm just excited to get out there and start putting points on the board.
Thank you, Ashley. Back to Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, Cade, there's plenty of LSU guys on this football team. So, just wondering, what are some of the friends that you might have on this team? And have you heard from anybody? I know it's only been a minute, but have you heard from your guys yet?
I haven't heard from many yet, but I haven't heard from any, but I've played with a few of them. Like, I know I've played with Grant, Jacob Phillips. I know Greedy was there the year before me. So I'm excited to get down there.
Thanks, Mary Kay. We'll take one more. Nate Ulrich.
Hey, congratulations. The Browns director of player personnel just came down here and he talked about how much they liked your mental makeup throughout, that they learned about you throughout this process. How much pride do you take in it? I mean, you have such a high pressure job. You talked about kicking in all those big games. How much pride do you take in that mental makeup, and how have you kind of steeled yourself, to handle all the responsibilities and pressure that go with the position?
It's definitely something like what I said, like learning curves my freshman year of college. That's the biggest thing that I changed in college or my freshman year, is improving that mental game. And it's not necessarily trying to eliminate pressure, because one of my favorite quotes is pressure is a privilege. So it's just knowing that you're going to have times where you feel pressure, but it's making sure that your body can take over and you go back to muscle memory in those moments, and your mind doesn't take over. And it's just doing the best that you can in certain situations to have a certain thought process that allows your body to take over and you don't start having a bunch of negative thoughts.